Cultural freedom increases students' faith in Yogyakarta. Case study of various ethnic groups of students from several state campuses and private campuses in Yogyakarta. 1. Introduction. Research background. Indonesia is a country that is rich in culture and it created differences between cultures, ethnicities, and faiths. It is an important issue for the government and educational institutions, particularly in Yogyakarta. Ethnic and cultural groups made life uncomfortable among students, such as fights, disputes, and conflicts that turned into extremists, and even led to death. It became the forerunner of various acts of violence and revenge between students in Yogyakarta. It contrary with Wahyu Ningtyas, Yogyakarta has a comfortable heart. Student fights made all public and private campuses, as well as government stakeholders, lecturers, cultural actors, and religious leaders try to make bridges to create peace and acceptance of different cultures. Weber. Theology of Pancasila is a theology that produces harmony because it is the ideology of the nation. Cultural differences are often a serious issue in Yogyakarta among students, and if it is not resolved immediately, there will be many anarchic actions. Community differences in ethnic cultures, even beliefs, free people to practice their beliefs and culture without pressure from the majority of tribes that put aside personal interests to state that cultured humans are social beings, particularly in education field. Teaching or learning must continue to move forward with differences. After all, it provides clarity on the goals of education carried out by students and the existence of the essence of that knowledge. Faithful are students who have the opportunity to practice their culture and beliefs in diversity. Literature review. The independence of cultural freedom is one way to avoid conflicts, fights, and differences between students in Yogyakarta to increase faith in cultural concepts. Campus as a unifying medium between students. Cultural differences. Learn to believe and preserve culture in Yogyakarta, so harmony even though they have differences of cultural, social, and belief. 2. Method. This is a case study research used a qualitative approach, namely intended to understand what is being experienced. The subject, such as behavior, actions, and perceptions that occur among students in Yogyakarta. The method used is descriptive, where the researchers analyzed the phenomenon of case studies. Students look harmonious in various learning activities on campus which have negative sides that need to be examined clearly with descriptions. 3. Findings and discussions. A case study proved that conflicts of differing views on religious, social, and cultural teachings led to a loss of empathy among students. As social beings, every individual needs other people to cooperate in the success of group study, carried out social activities together, and others. 3.1. Campus in Yogyakarta as a means of cultural independence for students to unite cultural differences and a unifying medium between students. 3.2. Cultural freedom will increase the spirituality of every student who loves God and others. 3.3. noble values in culture such as respecting and loving others. For conclusion, it can be concluded that the case study of cultural independence increases the faith of every student in Yogyakarta. The belief of students in the ruler of the world, God, is called very personal, namely faith and belief. Conflicts can be avoided with good faith by every individual student who is cultured. Various ethnic groups of students from several public and private campuses in Yogyakarta complement the diversity of the research contribution. The research contribute to the Indonesian government's, particularly Yogyakarta, education program. It builds faith and belief. Faith is the basis of everything we hope for and the evidence of everything we do not see. Cultural freedom among students increases the faith of each individual to do good for others to be one solution to avoid conflicts and fights in cultural diversity. Thank you.